And it's that dude, True Fontaine. We on here, Turn Up Tuesday.
Yes.
I'm Shay.
Yes. And today's special guest we have
Fredo Filia, that's Freddo Filial, Fresh Raw Explicit Designer Drugs Only. You already know where to find me. I'm the leader of the Full Lifestyle Collaborative. Make sure to follow us at THA_FOLD. We got a new show coming out, 2518 Brownsville Road at Ophella's Lounge. We'll be going live with a studio audience every other Sunday. So come out, $10 at the door, get you free drinks all night. We're gonna be covering hot topics, doing live interviews, spin the bottle, cypher sessions, and letting folks, show their talents and different stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay, you heard the man. Come out and check it out. Where you say it's at again? Go ahead,
Yes,
drop the address
2518 Brownsville Road. That's Ophella's Lounge. Shout out to the boss lady Summer. Shout out to Child Soldier for lining me up with the situation. You already know. Come through every other Sunday, 8 o'clock. We're gonna be going live, studio audience. Come through. We're gonna be performing live, doing interviews on underground talent, and we covering hot topics.
Wait a minute, time out. Let's reiterate. The man said $10 all you can drink.
Yeah.
You better remember that one.
$10 all you can drink. Come be a part of a different vibe, different experience. We just providing a platform for underground talent in the city to be able to come and showcase their actual talent. I just felt like there was a void there, and I wanted to fill that void. So make sure you follow me at THA_FOLD. Also on Instagram at Fredo Filia, FREDDO FILIAL _. You already know. Let's get it.
Shout out. You already know. Y'all heard him. Let's get it. Okay. So today's topic, he said it first. What did he say, y'all? He said, let's get it. So we're getting it. So today's topic is polygamy versus monogamy.
Okay,
Okay,
I had a problem with that
we
for a
got a part
minute.
two of this.
I had a problem with that for a hot
We
minute.
have
The word, not
the main chick versus the side chick. Oh my God. So apparently in our culture nowadays, it's more, I want to say it's more acceptable to have a side chick. There's more people, more women per se, saying they would prefer to be side chicks rather than the main chicks.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think more
Yes.
Hold on, time
The
out.
feminazis
Yes.
want to be side chicks.
Yes.
No, check this
I
out.
think it's
That's what you call that's what you call brainwashing, because in certain cultures you have the wife, then you have the second wife and the third wife, or a harem. So it depends on what angle you look at it from, because what you're talking about is some Americanism or colonialism. They want us to be separated like that. What happened with the midwives? I'm just throwing some different things out there.
Yeah, you putting it out there like that. So let me ask around the table. Just say one or the other, poly or monogamy.
I support both.
You support both, but which one are you?
I'm monogamous.
But that can change.
Oh yeah.
Stance can change.
Yeah.
Oh
that's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Currently, yes, I'm in a monogamous relationship. Yes.
All right, well, hold on. Before we even go further, right? What would change that status for you?
First of all, let's answer the question at
hand.
I'm curious. You said it. I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know.
We're doing question and answer. Your answer to her question is
if it ain't beneficial, it's artificial.
Polygamy or monogamy?
Right. If it ain't beneficial, it's artificial. Okay. So, in the moment right now, I'm monogamous. But I'm not gonna say I haven't practiced polygamy, both knowing and unknowing to my partners. Right. I like that. We'll put it like that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But I'm monogamous right now.
Oh, yes. Shout out to his wifey. Go ahead.
Monogamous.
You're monogamous? I am monogamous. However, yes.
I would prefer.
There we go. We back. We back. We back. Yo, we back on.
It said blackout, bitch.
It might have still been rolling though. I seen the white light.
No, I am all team monogamy. Let's just be straight up and be honest about the situation. I only need you. I don't need nobody else, baby. Been there, done that. them games.
Feel it.
No, I wasn't ready. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But that's true though. They just wasn't ready.
I'm not, and I never will be. I just want to put that out there.
You a polygamy relationship within yourself with one person.
Correct. I am bipolar.
Yes. That's what they call it. Okay. That's what they call it.
Seriously. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. It's a real
So
thing.
yeah, so if you want to put it like that, I guess I am a polygamist. That was smooth how you put that though. That was smooth like butter, baby. I ain't mad at you.
You know, can't talk shit to a can of oil. That's all.
You just gotta put a wet floor sign out first.
Now, check this out.
Caution, bitch.
You feel me?
Caution.
And then you'll know.
Now, I'm not saying I would not be on team polygamy. It all just depends on the women and if they are not only be able to cohabitat, but be on a level of where our relationship is. That's all I'm saying.
That's
Nothing
what I was
more, nothing
saying.
less.
If it's not beneficial, then it's artificial.
Yeah.
I can't have a bunch of bodies around me if it's not going to be benefiting everybody that's involved, right? If I got a side chick, I have a side chick to you know, it's a means to an end. It's not like, oh, I just want to fuck. No, it's not. It's never just that. There's something that the main chick is lacking in order for me to have to institute a side chick anyway.
Okay, filling the void.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
filling the void. So
And
why didn't
if-
you just fill that void with the main chick with a conversation saying, hey, babe,
I'm gonna
this isn't working, you need to do this, this, and the
But
third.
hold
or
on,
can you
but
do
check
this,
this
and
out,
the
though.
third, and see how she adapts. Why do you have to have a side chick? Why can't you just say, this isn't working for me, I'm going to be the bigger person because I don't want to get your feelings all caught up, my feelings caught up. That's how motherfuckers land on Lifetime movies. Who the fuck did I marry, bleep, and all that other stuff, and snap, because you want to play with people's emotions. Just be a man about it.
No,
Stand
no,
10
check
toes
this
down
out.
and
People
say,
want to
"Look,
let their emotions
shorty."
be played with.
Right.
Hold-
Don't-
no,
don't
time
do
out,
that,
time
because
out.
That's not right. You
Listen.
wouldn't want your daughter's emotions
Look,
to be
check
played
this out.
with.
Check
Well,
out.
don't let your emotions be played with.
But check out the wording that we're using right now.
Let me
Hold on.
I
Hold on.
can't hit the
Yeah,
pause
look,
button.
Check it. Listen to the wording. Why are we speaking about, okay, even though it's an outside relationship, why can't we say, well, I'm married and I have a mistress? What are you talking about? What is the world coming to?
Okay.
I'm asking because, listen, when I first moved to Ohio, when we told people that me and my wife, we were married, it was like, you married? Like, yeah. What happened to that? Again, divide and conquer. We talking about wifey, which is not technically your wife. That's just a term we're using. And then a side chick compared to, well, okay, I've been having outside relationship, and marital, and she know I got a mistress.
And that's what I was referring to earlier when I said that some females are okay being
Yeah,
side chicks. Their
side
goal
chicks,
is,
yeah.
let me just be a side chick to somebody, you know what I mean? And I can get all the benefits from it. I don't got to worry about the main chick's problem. She got to worry about bills, kids, this, that, and the third. But the side chick just hear you out, suck your dick, make you a meal, smoke a blunt with you out.
But-
Excuse the content. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Sorry, Facebook. Don't ban me. Do not ban me, Facebook.
You ain't say nothing bad.
Now
You
look,
ain't say
right.
nothing against them, so you're good.
Mark Zuckerberg, whatever that Mark Zuckerberg.
Here's the reality, right?
Okay, I'm listening to the reality.
When it comes to males and females trying to communicate what's necessary for it to work, most females are listening to respond and not listening to understand.
I can agree with that because
Right.
we're definitely emotional creatures.
So
You're
if
absolutely right.
so if I'm offering what's necessary for me being an individual man, because every man's different. You might have dated another dude who might have wanted you to cook, clean, fold clothes, ... And then you might meet a dude like me who's like, nah, I need you to really be,
Yeah,
I
I
need
don't
you to
need
be
that.
ready when I call.
Emotionally,
Right?
physically.
There's different obligations to each man. So you need to find out what those obligations are to that man and be able to establish that. But once again, like I was saying, most females are listening to respond to a man and not to understand a man. So a man might be telling you direct, yo, this is exactly what I need you to do, X, Y, Z. And women be on some, nah, but this is what I think I
Some
should
women.
be on. Some women.
Yeah, some.
Right? If it don't fit you, then relax. But you know who I'm talking to. You know who you are.
Talk that shit.
Okay?
Talk that shit.
You should have raised the shades on. I'm getting a serious look. You know who I'm talking
You
about.
know who you are, right? So you got females, right, who they're like, oh, well, this is what I offer to the table, right? But not really even understanding what the table truly is, right? Some females are thinking that they work a little job or they got a little money or something like that, and that's valuable to what the relationship dynamic requires. And it's like, no, because realistically, I'm a man. I'm going to provide the money.
But maybe at that time, it's the only thing they know.
Even again though.
Yeah.
But if I'm telling you, right? If I'm telling you, then listen to understand as opposed to listen to respond to what I'm saying. A lot of females get into the habit of being like, oh, but and offer some outlier situation just to make themselves right for one occasion.
Oh, you mean
And it's
being way in left field, up
like,
in the nosebleed section?
Right, you way over there. Like, that's a foul ball for real. But, like, it's good for a souvenir. Yeah, I feel you. But, like, no. It's not a home run. It's not going to get us that win at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Everybody has their own
So,
love
right,
language.
I was going to say, everybody
don't know
has
how
their
to
own
deal with that
language,
person's love language.
even if just being responsive to what you're saying. So let me ask you this. After you're so blunt of saying what you're saying, and she's responding the way she's responding, what is your rebuttal to her? Because clearly you, as the man right now, have to try to get her out of her emotions to think logically, correct?
Right. So, internet going to kill me for this one, right?
Wait, hold on, I got a gun. I got a gun for that. Hold up.
Oh, she got a new toy. I got about that
Wait. What you say she gonna kill you?
The internet going to kill me for this one, right?
Sorry, go ahead.
Because, look, women claim to be so emotional, intelligent, and all this, and it's like, no, you're not. Sorry. If you had the level of emotional intelligence that y'all claim to have, then you would understand to sit back and listen to a man when he's speaking, because men don't even activate or move in no kind of emotional way. It's all logic. So if I'm sitting here really expressing my feelings, you should have 2 times as much listening and watching power.
Yeah, 'cause
on
that
what I'm
doesn't happen
actually-
too often.
It don't happen
At
too
all.
often
So you
because
better
I'm in a
catch it when
competitive
I'm wrong.
world. So why is it that I gotta come home to the woman I'm trying to be with and compete for emotional standing? How you feel outweighs the logic that I'm bringing to the situation. Why do I have to battle that when I'm out here already having to battle the rest of the world
Just being
already?
a black man in general, period.
So, and that's when you would go to your sad piece because she understands logic, or
No.
she's just not saying nothing.
To some degree, she understands the logic of, okay, obviously this man
She don't have no
needs.
emotional involvement. Like
No, she
that.
does though. She does.
I mean,
though.
yeah, but in certain, obviously she's able to maintain that. I know that's for me, my situation.
Because it makes
You know
sense.
the aspect of the situation, so
And it
to
makes
jump
sense to her.
into like a super emotional shit is like,
Check this out with me.
yeah, you're wrong.
You lay the parameters, and the majority of the time, women allow their emotions to get involved. Even though I specifically said, "Hey, look, all we doing is SFL, suck, fuck, and left alone," and you know what I mean. And then eventually, emotions play, and I'll be like, "All right, now it's time to cut you off. Now you wanna become on my chessboard. You wanna move up from the rook." And make our way across the board and become that queen. There's only one queen on this board, and I already told you can't be that in that position.
Yeah, if you told
And
her
you
that,
know- and
then
then
she
you know what
would
I
play
do?
that role.
You know what I do?
Come on. But that's if you would
I cut them
told her
off.
like that.
Oh, I am. Believe me, I establish all
I
parameters.
feel like as long as you just be honest with her.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
people make their own choices.
There it is. I agree. I
Wait a
agree
minute, let me get the
100% on
applause.
that.
Let me get the applause. You know what? Let me
Now,
get the laughter. Let me get the gunshot.
I'm gonna be mad at you, but I'm gonna be more mad at myself
Because you're
I
allowed
myself
to be tricked. Fact.
Because I'm the can
Whoa. It ain't tricking if you got it right.
Oh, no, see, here we go.
Yeah, so
Hold on.
they say.
So if you playing with a premium.
I just want to sugar mama.
Look, if you playing with a premium player,
Time out.
right?
You playing with a premium player.
Right, he's a premium player. You know what I'm saying? He got it.
Then the for you.
Hold on.
Right. And he got it, right? Then it ain't tricking. Then he ain't trick you.
Time out. For
He
me,
ain't trick you. You already knew. You already knew the value that he was bringing to the situation.
I mean,
you
no,
accepted.
women do be knowing.
Y'all be knowing.
We be knowing.
Y'all be knowing.
We be fucking knowing.
So look, so then we gonna roll back, right? We gonna roll back.
No blinders be on.
Look, we gonna roll back. Emotional intelligence, right?
Okay.
But y'all be knowing.
Yeah, it's still
So how? So how intelligent is it?
So do men have emotional intelligence?
Of course.
Because y'all be knowing.
Of course.
But y'all ain't never wrong, but the women are.
No.
It's the fact
That ain't that.
she's so
That ain't
emotional.
that.
She don't know her emotional reasons of her being emotional, where her emotions should be placed, and the position she's putting herself in.
Hey, yo, but check
And
this
you
out.
overjump.
You have to go from becoming a player to a coach. That's all I'm saying.
You have to be ordained.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, I have women, I be like, look, I'm telling you, I got a few women, you are my starting center. They already knew, and look, you got that, and this when I was single, I'm out there doing, listen, no, I'm not a player, I'm the one that's gonna put your ass on the bench, and I'll call up a rookie from down there.
Okay,
let's go.
So, all right, so
No, I ain't playing.
So I'm gonna just go straight to
You do
it.
what's your
Only game I play in life
goal
is
or your,
chess.
Your desire. You align yourself with that in that moment. I know for me, it depends on what I want to do at that time.
Okay, hold
If
on.
I'm looking for a mate, I go find me a possible mate.
All right.
Okay?
All
I
right.
do whoever I want to do.
Now look.
Right? It just depends on what I want to do.
I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna break this down.
I'm
I'm gonna break this down in a way that most females probably ain't gonna understand on face value. But all the men out there is gonna understand what I'm saying, right? LeBron James wanted to win a championship, right? So his emotions led him to leaving his hometown and going to Miami to go play with
Perfect
them,
analogy.
right? Based off of how he felt.
Right.
But
The
he
logic
didn't. But the logic was
If he moves out, he can get that champion. I
That's
got
it.
you.
So she wanted to win. She's gonna do whatever it takes to win in that moment. So being a side chick or ignoring whatever it needed to be to win in that moment, she's gonna do that. And that all goes back to this emotional intelligence and holding ourselves accountable,
Go team, go
right?
y'all.
Because LeBron want to be the best. He want to be Jordan, right? But he'll never be able to hold that piece because he didn't stay with the same team.
I see what you said. Well,
Wait, check it.
Well, okay.
Wait, hold on.
You're right. He
Check
That's
it.
a whole conversation.
Listen,
for
I just saw something on the book. He has a thing that says loyalty. Then they had 3 pictures of him in all 3 different teams. Like, what's the irony in that? You got loyalty in 3 different squads. I mean, you know. But
So females play. Females will play 3 different squads, right? They'll be. I'm single, hot girl summer, blah blah blah. Oh no, I'm monogamous. So it's only
now I'm
him.
booed up for the winter.
It's only him.
I'm
And then
booed up for the winter
now
time.
now I'm a side chick and it's sneaky links. So how is a man supposed to be able to gauge your loyalty when you're out here playing like LeBron James?
This is the same way, y'all. Wait,
The same way.
The same way. Hold up.
Then I didn't.
Situational.
Well, like I said, men live in a
can play any
world.
stage.
Hold on, men live in
I
a
play
world.
all day.
Men live in a world that's competitive. Females, who are y'all competing with? And why are y'all
I would
competing?
hope yourself.
If y'all out here making all these moves, if y'all out here making all these moves to win, and in the end losing, because y'all want to be the best, right? Y'all want to be Jordan for real. Y'all want to win 6 rings, take a break, come back, win 3 another. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want that, but all y'all moves is LeBron James.
Ooh.
I'm only doing what's going to get me the win for right now. What's going to fit me right now.
So you trying to say we make permanent decisions off of temporary situations?
Thank you.
I like that.
And then later on down the line, not willing to be accountable to, oh well, you made these decisions, so you can't never be Jordan, or you can't even be Kobe.
Or you can.
You can't even be Kobe now,
Hey
shorty.
yo, I'm gonna tell you what's
Because you
wild.
decided to be side chick for so,
See,
and then you decided hot girl summer
Hold
for
on.
so.
What'd you say? Pippen and
No,
who was it? A couple
but
side
Yes.
people.
You ain't hitting
know.
it.
It's
No,
always
you was
gonna be
winning in the
that
moment.
way.
Hey yo, but the whole
In the
thing.
moment you was winning, it was all good. But when it comes down to the legacy of who you are as a woman, you can never be Jordan. You can never be Kobe.
Dependent.
No dependent.
Yes, it
No
is.
dependent. If you
My
ain't
legacy
if you ain't had
can.
that, if you ain't had that loyalty to stand on. All right, when I'm single, I'm single. I'm dating one dude at a time. I'm monogamous. Blah blah blah. Cool. Or if you was in a relationship, you stayed loyal, stayed true to who you was. Because women like to play the tit for tat thing. Oh, well, he cheated, so I'm gonna cheat too. What do you mean? What do you mean? So then again, here we go again. Women, who are y'all competing with? Who are y'all competing with? And what are you competing with?
I can't speak for everybody else. I can tell you that us women, we have to compete every single day. We do. We have to compete. Transgenders.
Oh, shut up, man. Oh, now here we go again. I told her I came, I was coming to cut.
I'm just saying, listen, I have nothing against them, okay? I want to say this again. I have nothing against the LGBTQ plus community. Nothing at all. I'm just saying, nowadays we have to compete. There is a whole transgender on a Tampax box. We have transgenders telling us how to be women. So when you say that we don't compete, we compete in society every day. We compete just like y'all compete, and if not, we're the most disrespected. Can I talk about it? When we go to work, we can get sexually harassed. We always get stigmatized with the angry black women syndrome, where y'all want us to hear you out, and we hear you out. However, when we try to tell us how we hear us out, y'all, we're getting dismissive from y'all because, oh, she's on that emotional shit. Oh, she's on that shit. But hear me out. Because if you hear me out, you can understand where my emotions is going. Because now I'm thinking, at least this man took the time to hear me out. I can hear him out. We can talk about it. And then somewhere, he can navigate that to throw that logic in there.
But, hold on, time out. This is where the problem comes, where I see, or the problem lies. When the emotional part come out, and I would ask you to stop yelling, or there's certain ways, but when I gotta tell you to shut the up.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I could be one
when I have to get to that point, there's no more, I'm not gonna waste my time, energy, or breath. And you notice how every time I speak, and the emotions and everything calm down, and that's psychological, you do it. But I'm telling you what, when I stop talking, it's a wrap. Because I'm not going to get any of that energy back. Look. So if I've asked you several different times, or anyone.
Right. The door! You got it. The studio audience got it. You don't want to communicate? There's the door!
We can talk, but I'm not going to sit like
Now look, to build on what the OG saying, right? To build on what the OG saying. And I'm going to use what you just said to build on this point. Now you were saying that you wanted to feel as though the man heard you out and listened, all that. So then that way, after everything you said, he could be able to make a decision to discern how this is going to go, right?
Man leads, right?
Okay. Now, if I already told you what's going to work, and I gave you the leadership, and in turn, you give me all of this, oh, but I feel like this, and I feel like this. How, Sway? And it's good. That all goes into listen. Now listen. See, but how you feel. No, listen. But how you feel and how I need to lead don't align.
They don't coincide.
They don't align. Okay. Right. So how you feel? I didn't look. So just to add on the transgender problem, right? You got men saying that shit's some bullshit. We really ain't fucking with that. Now we ain't against it. I'm not saying we against it, but we don't fully support it all like that. And what do all the women do? Oh, it's okay. Let them express themselves how they feel because of how they feel.
Yes, talk your person.
But is these feelings? But is these feelings lining up with what's really truly going to work? Right? Mm-hmm. These feelings don't line up with what's going to work.
Feelings aren't facts.
Exactly. Right? Females like to operate in what I call factual opinionation. Right? They'll pick an outlier set to a situation and be like, and then they'll say some shit like this, right? Well, if it's been proven right one time, then science says then it's right.
No, what?
This is what science has said one time, and science is bullshit. But my ideal set is this: most things operate within the correlation, right? Yes, there's outliers. Of course, there's going to be outliers. There's going to be that 1 in a million chance that I shot from half court and made it. Yes. But most of the time, if I'm shooting a layup right at the fucking rim, we're gonna make it. So as a man, men, we know how to lead naturally. It's in us to lead. If we know what's gonna work, all right, look, babe, I might be the kind of man that...
Hold on. Most men, because not
Most
every,
men.
not
That's what he
every
said.
individual that's 18 is not a man. That only makes you an
That
adult.
is correct. Y'all
That's
hear that?
facts.
Y'all
That's
might
facts.
be 18 and hear this.
That's facts.
That don't make you grown
That
But
don't make y'all grown.
or a man.
But back to the emotional accountability, right? And being emotionally intelligent. Women know that they mature faster than men. So don't be out here 21 with a 21-year-old man, expecting him to be a full man, expecting him to be able to lead you. No,
Shut up,
even if this young man might have certain qualities, he's not gonna know everything yet.
Conversation.
He might not
People
even
tell
know.
you, you ask me questions.
There is.
We got time.
There
All right, check it out.
out.
Pick a card. That's what we're gonna do. We're about to jump on this.
Oh, shit.
Pick a card.
But wait, I still have some questions about some polygamy towards the end.
Okay, yeah.
Come on, we're gonna bring it back around.
Because wait a minute. Because he because we were having a conversation outside.
Oh, swear.
Fredo.
You trying to get me in trouble now?
Only
No,
with you
I'm
allowed.
gonna keep it.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it.
Now,
PG-13.
I'm gonna be
So your polygamous side. So your polygamous side that you said that you were once in, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you said that there was traumas from it, correct?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Would you like to discuss some traumas from it, which you had experienced, and why your situation, why you're monogamous now?
Okay, so
That was a quick flip from basketball.
yes, yes.
Hey.
Like DJ
Well,
flipping
look,
on him and shit.
look.
Because no, I'm trying to. Okay, before you answer this, maybe I'm trying to understand the whole concept of even why is there a situation, rather if I'm your wifey on paper or wifey in general, why do you, as a black man, as a black king, would even want to put me, your love, in a competition with somebody else, but shout that you love me?
Okay, so
I'm trying to understand the polygamous. Why be greedy? Why isn't one enough? Why you have to have plenty? That's a sin.
That's some people.
That's
no, it's
greed.
not. It's
Did
not
you
a
try to
sin.
grab the mic?
okay.
Or is there something in my
It's not
hand?
a sin. Some
So-
people, that's some people.
To answer the question with the most political correctness I could offer, right?
You
When you
voice
on
your
a,
opinion about it.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna come around. So before we pull the card out,
Yep.
before we pull the card out, hold on, excuse me just for 1 second. I just want to go to the table and get my drink. My mouth got dry.
well, I'm gonna answer right while you off camera. The reasoning for polygamy in the beginning stages is because women truthfully don't understand that men control who get married.
And women control sex. That's
Right,
absolutely right.
exactly. So if you're my woman, right? You
Correct.
might check a couple of the boxes, right? And you might need to work on a couple of the other boxes. And in the meantime, when you working on them boxes, I still need them boxes checked,
Oh,
right?
what? Oh,
I'm just
can I go?
wait, hold on,
Can I go? Wait a minute.
Now hold on. Now listen. I'm not saying.
Can
I'm
I
not,
go?
now
Okay,
hear
I'll
me
wait.
out. I'm not saying that this frame of mind is correct for a man to approach. But you have to understand why a man would take that approach with the amount of competition we have to deal with the internet, right? Females can easily just hop on the net, flick through Instagram, flick through Facebook, pick whatever dude she feel like she want to give attention to, and boom, yeah, in there.
Like?
Just like that. Whereas in reverse, do you know the grind and the struggle that it takes for a man to even become viable for a woman to give time to?
Okay.
Do you understand?
No, I do.
So it's very easy for a woman to easily be like, "Hey, body them, yeah, you cute. Let me give you my number. I'm gonna hit you up later." Do you think he's gonna turn you down?
Okay,
No.
wait, time out, Fredo.
No, a man can't. A man
Fredo,
can't do
how
that.
real are you about to keep it? Because I'm about to just drop it.
Hold on.
I can honestly say it's almost now easier for men to get more women than women to get men. And I say that because I'm gonna keep it real. There's a lot of trick or treats, but like you said, when you trick or you got it. Nigga, if you got $40 or what, how much is a cell phone bill nowadays? No, I'm being serious.
I got free
I'm
calls.
being serious. I'm
Okay.
being
How
serious.
low can
Okay.
you go?
Now hold
How
on.
low-
Based off what you're saying, right? That man has to have some level of value to offer to be able to be participating in the sexual exchange, right?
motherfuckers going to
Oh, you gotta answer the question, right?
No,
all I gotta
and
do,
I did, and I did, and I
all I
told
gotta do is have some amount of value to offer to be active in the sexual exchange.
Look now,
What do women have to offer?
Wait,
As far as value to participate in the sexual exchange outside of their body.
what, in a sexual exchange. Do you know where the fucking pork? Wait a minute.
I mean, look, that's for them to find out what
Oh my
that
goodness.
is.
Right?
Okay,
No.
And hopefully you got good
you have to-
discernment
you
to
gotta-
see it or not.
You gotta
We
put
about to go.
the fat chick at 3 in the morning is still getting cracked. The fat dude at 3 in the morning might not,
unless you're getting money.
unless he's getting money. See, there's outlier set. The fat chick
But
doesn't.
time out.
There's no outlier set for her.
Men value coochie the way women
No,
value
let's
money.
go. Let's go with some. Let's
So
keep,
what I'm
let's keep
okay, whether some in
keep
general,
this
it's a
buck.
broad statement. But it's true. Men value money, or men value pussy the way, excuse my language, Facebook, the way women
You
value
about to-
money.
Anybody got any
So if the
Facebook
women, I'm telling you, because
attorneys for?
there's chicks out
She go-
there.
she go on
You
Facebook
could go
jail.
over, you could go on Craigslist and get some coochie for $60.
On Craigslist.
That's my point.
I'm just saying.
That's my point.
You could go on Facebook Marketplace.
So if you're
Talk about
deciding,
selling crack.
so
Yeah,
hold on,
bitch.
so let's reel it back, right?
I'm
So if you're deciding to date a man of some significant value, right, and you know that because he has this significant value, that he get paid $40 to $60 to be pleasured by another woman, why wouldn't you raise your own personal bar to prevent that from
9
happening?
times out of 10, you keep it a secret or not keep it a beast. So let me ask you, you ain't never tricked?
I've tricked for sure. Because I got it. Because I got it. Every man don't got it though. The fact
Why would a woman change herself
yeah.
to meet the level of a man who's paying another woman to do what
Hey
they
yo,
want to
hey
do?
yo, you know what you? I'm telling you, you know what?
That's like how low can you go?
Check it. Do you know what we used to
understand.
call tricking? Back in my day, it's called a date. I paid for a room. Always stay with the suite. We go to a movie. We go to Red Lobster. It's just a different. Or before me, it was called courting.
Wait, I'm
Different time, different
Females-
phase, same thing.
Females felt
What you saying? Don't hate the player, hate the
females
game.
felt
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Listen,
Fuck
look.
the game. I hate the game.
Relationship gonna do a little something so she can make her man happy.
Look, check it.
Females
Come
felt
They
on.
do the same shit in a
Hot
relationship.
restaurant, Red Lobster. You doing something? When I was a teenager, I
If
think
my
of Red
man-
Lobster.
right, I take
If I'm
the
going to Red
same
Lobster and I got
lobster.
that one spot, oh yeah, everybody know.
See
Like,
that?
look, now listen. Recent times, not recent, but I took my ex-wife to a restaurant in what's that? Shady Side, whatever. Long story short, there was no price on the menu.
Oh shit. It said seasonal?
Check it.
I like the restaurant.
Oh my god.
Bottle of wine, blah, blah, blah. It was to the point where she ordered a chopped steak.
Oh.
I looked at her, I said, yo, you know that's gonna be a hamburger, right?
Pretty much, right.
No, all right. In the end, you know what that chopped steak was, that hamburger? Cost $42. I had it.
So
But
you
again,
married,
no, but
that's
again-
your lady though.
yeah,
that's
that's-
your wife at the time.
No, we weren't even married at the time.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't even engaged, but I was dating her. So I don't ever be like tricking. No, it's just another word. People just hate to admit it. That's all. It's part of life. That's what we do. If I want to go ahead and let you have a good time, I'm gonna spend whatever I have at that time in my pocket. We might have to go to, I'm on, I like to call balling on a budget. Gig. I might be working a regular gig. I'm not out there getting money on the block like the rest of these dudes. I'm just an average day
All right,
dude.
baby, well, we gonna hold that. We're just gonna give
dig.
5,400 in stamps.
Look,
We
I'm
gonna
not.
cook
Look,
at
check
home.
it.
That's
I'm not
what
gonna take
we
it.
do.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. I'll keep you at home. I'm not gonna take you no get go, but we go to Applebee's or something. Something like that.
Oh my God, yeah.
But you mentioned the cooking thing. If I go ahead, no matter what meal I do, I'm gonna go ahead and do it because of the fact, one, I love to do it. I'm not waiting on your ass to cook for me. And if I actually do that, it means something.
So is
I don't
the
cook
side
for
chick cooking for you?
I don't cook
Is
for
the side chick
everybody,
cooking for you?
anybody. Huh?
Is one of your polygamous? Is one of your side chicks cooking for you?
Well, one polygamy is
I'm
not
just
supposed to
saying.
be side chick shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
that's why I changed my words.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Got my back like
Everybody
that.
knows.
So is your side chick?
It all depends. it all depends on which relationship at that time that you're talking about. Because I've been through several different type of relationships in my life. So
does a side chick have benefits? And if they are, what benefits were they to you? Because it's not like nobody played the game before. Everybody cheats.
And keep
but
it.
You gotta know how. You gotta know what. Yes.
Look, and
I'm ready to go, coach.
Yeah, check this out. But with me,
Oh my God.
when I was single, everybody knew that this is not. I'm not looking for
All right,
an
so when you were
established
single,
relationship.
okay.
You know what I mean? If we decide to do what we doing, again, no emotions attached. It just got to the point. I told myself, like, Dave, next time I get a good woman, I'm gonna hold her.
There's no need to be greedy in my DMX days, right?
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
But look, that all goes back to what I was saying before. Like, females need to understand the actual grind that it takes for a man to establish his value to become, optional in the dating pool. There's a lot of dudes out here who ain't getting enough money to even trick. There's a lot of dudes who don't have the physical looks. They're too short. Nah, even a short dude can't. There's a lot of different. There's a lot going on out
I
here.
wish I was a
Like for real. There's a lot that men have to go through in order to become attractive out here, right? Whereas women, there's
Shallow women, yeah.
I was gonna say, hold
now
on.
look. We're just gonna break into the numbers. We're just gonna break into some. These ain't hard numbers, hard stats. We're just gonna give them out there, right? You got half the population is men and half the population is women. And it's about 51% women, 49% men, all right? Now we're gonna take half of them men are gay or in jail.
Or dead.
Right? Or dead.
Yes.
Right? So now you're working with 25% of the population. And of that 25% of the population, half them niggas is homeless, jobless, and just not viable.
Yo, you know what we call them in Jersey? Broke, unemployed mother fathers.
Feel me? Right? So now you got 13% of the male population, and of that 13%, 25% of them is too short, too fat. You know what I'm saying? So now you're dealing with probably 9% of men that are attractive that is remaining to the 51% of the population. So how are you expecting a man to not be polygamous at some point in his life? Like, you know what I'm saying? Based off of just the numbers of women that he has.
Integrity.
Okay, but
Their morals.
okay,
their
so if it's going to cut into integrity, then why is the trap nigga, why is the nigga who getting the most trouble the highest attracted man then? If it comes to integrity.
I said poor
it's
decision.
about money.
Sir, I said poor decision making.
So now us men, we have to now navigate women making poor decisions on what they felt was attractive.
Don't make poor decisions.
I'm just giving you a
Okay, I
realistic.
apologize.
I'm just giving you a realistic stance, right? How am I supposed to have to navigate through women making poor decisions over years of their life, and then get to a point where I don't want to make poor decisions no more. I only want to be with you, and still not be hitting all the checks needed to satisfy that man, and not expect him to have another chick on the side that checks two boxes.
I do.
Well, she should realize that she ain't doing that because if he tell it to her, then she
Right.
just go
But I
with
also would do
somebody
that because
that she can check all those boxes
If
for.
we can't even have a relationship. There has to be an agreement at that point.
Now,
So
hold
you
on.
have to agree that you're not going to do this under the terms and the conditions that I just laid the fuck out.
Now look, this all goes back to that emotional intelligence I was telling you that
So
females
the
lack.
ball was in your
right?
court though, Fred. The ball was in your court at that time.
If I find a female who checks a couple boxes, right, based off of the majority of females not checking any boxes, yes, I'm gonna hold on to her and hope that I can help her get better and get to where I need to get to. But in the meantime, I'm gonna crack this other little chick, right?
You selfish mother.
Wait, hold on, wait. Hold on. I'm selfish. Hold on, I'm selfish, right? I'm selfish, but you made all these decisions that led you up to this point to have to deal with this kind of man. Who's selfish?
What, so you take advantage of her weakness?
How much?
Because obviously she's weak as a woman, and so you go ahead and take advantage of it instead of what you want, an elevator though? See, that's the bullshit. I
That's
talk about.
yes.
That sounds good, but the bullshit.
Yes, that's that shit that gets
Look, you see your red flag, you fucking go. Leave if they pink, bitch.
Hold on. Am I, hold on.
This conversation's stressing me out.
Hold on.
It's like I got so much I really want to say, but I need to.
Pull up a chair.
Be a body. Come on, baby.
So, and then I have another question, because this is worse. Wait, it gets worse. What about them sexually?
Hold on, time out. Hold on. Got DJ Body
in the house. What's up,
We
baby?
got somebody from the audience. Okay, we got DJ Body in the house. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, DJ Body, you know, definitely DJ Coalition. Hey yo, he on SoulllConnections. The man said he got some words, listen up, and we respect everybody's opinion.
All right, so I'm just sitting back listening, and I'm going to start with you because why does it have to be a competition?
That's what I said.
You know what I said?
So wait. So
Can you press on the mic?
So I'm saying.
Pull closer to you, baby.
I'm saying, it shouldn't be a competition. It's not going to work as far as a polygamy situation. It's not going to work if it's a competition thing. And each person has their own niche to bring to the table. That's how it should look. That's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like what they used to consider, it takes a village to raise a child. Okay, so if you I'm not saying it's right, whatever, but you believe in what you believe. It's part of certain people's religions. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know what I mean? Like, if it works for you, it just works.
Right.
You know what I mean? Living inside the box. You know what I mean?
Oh, is that a metaphor? Bars. Oh, living inside the
Inside the box. Now, see, because I'm just sitting back and I'm listening. Okay. And I agree on certain levels with you. You know what I'm saying? But as far as, you know, it being a complete, like, you're being selfish. No. He has the right to choose how he wants to choose.
Correct.
But at the same time, it should work well among and be equal among all parties. Because if you don't do it that way and everybody doesn't have their proper input to come to common ground, there's going to be a battle eventually and it's going to blow up and the whole house will fall.
Yeah, that's why to make this clear, that's why I'm definitely team monogamy. I can't fathom the thought of sharing something that he and I or an oath or whatever. We interacted. You know what I mean? I can't. And plus, there's too many sexually transmitted demons too. You know what I mean? That latch on just because we want to add another person because it would help the community out too. But we gotta help us to help you to help us. You understand what I'm saying? We don't. Okay, so the polygamy thing is not just. I can honestly say I'm an energetic polygamist, and I can just make this up because I like to share my energy. When I step up in a place, I'm hey to everybody. Y'all get a little piece of me one time. Even you, I wrote to you like, we can pose. You like no. My bad, I apologize. That's the type of person I am. That's the type of person that I am. So I am I guess an emotion, or not an emotional, but I am an energetic polygamist. And that's okay, right?
Okay. A social polygamy.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Now, if you're my man or you're my husband and you want to join in with us, I'm not for that because I believe that in my heart that my man's only going to want me. I'll fulfill him in ways. I can be his homie, his lover friend. I can be who Whitney said I'm every woman.
But by the way, hold up, but by the way, I didn't get to say I am monogamous. I'm just single, you know what I'm saying? But how, you know, but but yes, I am monogamous. I'm just single, but I'm open to the idea of polygamy because I understand the benefits and I do see, you know, the side where it could go all the way wrong. I look at it, the whole thing. You have to look at the whole picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just, if you're going to do it, you know what I'm saying? Get all the information that you need to know on, you know, what makes these people so successful in their relationships and what are the things that, and it's just like a monogamous relationship. You're just doing it with just one person.
Let's get us together.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't need to confuse nobody the fuck up.
But it gets, that's how the polygamy thing starts though.
Cheating.
No. It doesn't have to start that way. It starts with y'all have such a bond, and she might just be, oh, well, I want to add a little something to our relationship that might benefit us. And just so happens the person that you pick is all of that. And you want her to always be around on both sides, between you and your man. Because it's a decision that has to be made between you and your man to even add that third one.
Absolutely.
So when you do that part of it, you know what I'm saying? You're doing this together. Not only y'all are married, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, but now y'all are both in a relationship with this other person.
Right. Okay.
And it's equal.
Okay.
Nobody can feel slighted.
Welcome to the stage. Welcome to the stage. I'm sorry. Welcome to the table here at SoulllConnections. We got Anisi Cherie in the building. It's like I played that off. Right? So okay. She wants to go ahead and give her thoughts and opinions. So please introduce yourself and let us know if you are poly or mono.
My name's Cherie. I am poly.
That's what's up.
And it's a whole backstory. However, I was married 7 years. I was the cheater in my relationships. And I've only dated 4 people. And I have cheated in every relationship. So when my husband cheated on me, I wasn't mad because I was like, damn, karma came. Hard as hell. Because he was the type of man you dream for. I got that. But it fucked me up. So I wasn't mad that he cheated, it was how he went about cheating. You know, so this is everywhere. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But it's how he went about it. He's not from Pittsburgh. Okay. So this is my stomach ground. I could have did you dirty and you would have never known.
Absolutely.
So it was the lying. It was, you know, we have a joint account and you're taking money and you're saying it's for this and it's not, and then you're telling these women you're staying with your male friend, you know, but now you got kicked out because the wife came home. Or, you know, it was just like too much lying when you could have just said I cheated. Right? I do not believe,
Can I ask, what was your methods of cheating?
my methods.
Damn, nigga, the story was getting good.
Well, I mean, like, because like it seemed like his cheating was very intricate.
Well, that I know of, it was only like twice that he cheated. And my thing is,
He was a perfect man,
perfect man.
and you cheated on him.
Before we got married, I did, and then that was the first year, and then I never done it like ever again, never. So I believe it was my karma for like previous relationships. You know, they came and like smacked me in the face.
You know what? Honestly speaking, I've been in your shoes before.
But that's how I'll get to
We're
the
not
poly.
married, just long term.
So he was the dream man, perfect, wonderful. I have children. He has a child. We have no kids together. Perfect to my kids. You know. So once we broke up, well, before we ended it, you know, I was like, hey. Well, when I met him, he knew I liked women. I was attracted to women. So part of my cheating wasn't just like with a man. You know, I'm very attracted to women, so there's nothing that you can do that's ever going to satisfy me. There's nothing that a woman can't satisfy me completely. So I had the conversation with my husband and said, hey, how about one and a woman? I'm not into dating 2 men at the same time, so, you know. So you know, I said, how about a woman? And he was like, yeah, all right, whatever. He didn't believe me. So that ended, you know, our marriage ended 7 years. And then I was in a relationship with a guy for 4 years. And I am more in tune with my masculine side. And it's not because I had to, you know, as a single mother, I had to be, you know, you can ask my mom.
That's just you.
A baby. I'm more masculine. You know, that's just what it is. So when I met my ex-boyfriend, I was seeing a woman, and you know, we were just supposed to be having fun. You know, that's what it was supposed to be. And then we ended up in a relationship. And throughout the whole relationship, I tried to explain I am attracted to women. I like women, you know, sexually, or just even like, because I am masculine. I want to come home to something soft. Shit. Me and my ex-boyfriend have the same personalities. Ooh. I remember him saying to me, "When I'm a Leo." Ooh. I remember him saying to me, "Two alphas don't mix." I did not mean for it to come out, but know your place. And he looked like that. He looked like really, and I didn't mean to.
All right, coach.
But it was,
No, for real.
because I'm intrigued.
But that's how you know when you know yourself.
And it goes to, I heard you say, you know, men naturally lead. Not true. He did not know how to lead.
But again,
Not saying that if he would have led, that we wouldn't be going in the right
But
direction.
you pick up where he lacked, and it just makes
And
that
it
balance.
was so much of every
That's not
decision was
amazing,
mine. No, I mean, I will say he is, but he's like a peacemaker. You know what I mean? Like, he's doing time in jail and all
He's
that shit.
docile.
Like, people he doesn't want to argue. He don't want to just, whatever you want, whatever will make you happy, let's do that. You know?
So he's really a beta.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you can say that.
Oh, yeah, you might got covered up with a card.
Thank you so much. I might be an alcoholic for real. I don't know.
So it
Go through the
took
steps or
for that relationship to end, for me to learn how to be more honest with myself. Because I was in a relationship for other people. It wasn't for me. Talk about it. And you want to be like really honest. I am bipolar, so I'm okay with being about myself. Like I have a ball by myself.
Right. I'm like, there's about 4 different people in this thing.
You know, so I'm okay with being by myself. So it took for that relationship to end for me to see that I got to do this for
you want to see
me.
some of my personalities?
I love women. I love men. So someone I've known for 18 years. You know, we're going this whole relationship thing. And of course, you got to have your foundations, right? So we have our foundation. But he's okay with me being with other women. Honest about it. Don't got to lie about it. I'm okay with him being with other women. I ain't gonna lie about it.
Yeah, but like the same thing.
Exactly. So at first, you know, for some people, when they look at the whole poly, and I'll say this because I actually got brought into a relationship. And I tried to explain, he was seeing me, he was seeing her. And I tried to, and he was like, well, I want y'all together. I said, well, you do understand that she got to be completely comfortable with herself.
Right.
Because I'm comfortable with me. I'm very comfortable with myself. And he was like, well, I ain't letting you go, I ain't letting her go. So we tried it. Never had an argument with this person ever in my life. I had to put him out a few times because he knows that I really like women. He's like, y'all bitches ain't gonna run off into the sunset.
Oh,
without me."
hell no.
I don't want your woman.
Wait,
The levels be crazy.
I'll let both y'all go. Don't play.
And that's how it happened because a lot of people don't understand that it's not just a sexual thing. It's just because I can go. I've been since December no sex. Like I'm okay with that.
Right. Yeah. Everybody everything's always
I've done it
sexual.
for 10 years.
But it's more in our relationship. I know it sounds weird, but he's more modern. He's Muslim. I'm more spiritual.
Free bird.
So you know, so like we don't that whole religious whatever you believe, whatever works for you works for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna get into it with nobody.
Right.
But I have older kids. Well, not older, but my baby's 12. Will be 13.
Okay.
I don't do babies.
Gotcha.
So, you know, you establish all these rules.
Correct.
You like this, I like that. My personality is like this, what's yours like? I'm a communicator. I don't care how you feel, I'm gonna say how I feel. I had to learn on my delivery because of the type of mom I got. So I had to learn how to deliver things, and I try not to, definitely when talking to men, to not talk at them and talk to them.
Oh my goodness, I had to learn that
So
myself.
I have learned that, so I feel like that's why it's made it easier for me to communicate. I'm very so detached from my emotions because you know a lot of men like to say you're emotional creatures, or we only listen to respond. I mean, you know, no,
Not all of us.
I literally can detach all emotion from it.
But I can
You
ask
know,
you this question.
and I can
Like,
answer.
what's your logic?
But like you said,
Not
it's your
everyone-
delivery.
not
So just like I
everyone-
had to learn
this,
delivery.
this goes back to what I was saying though. How I love it. I might need to touch it, so I know you touch it. But I need you to feel me on this. You might be the outlier set. You feel what I'm saying? Like you might be one out of like 50.
100,000.
You feel me? I'll say 1 out of 50. Right?
But see,
Because
that's why I can only speak for me. You know, I
Yeah,
can't
right, that's
speak,
what-
like I don't do the percentage stuff shit either scientific.
Yeah.
I don't do all that.
Right.
But I can only speak for me, and it goes back to even just being in any type of relationship. You got to know you. You got to be comfortable with you. And I'm not. I mean, yes, a relationship is a give and take. You know, but like I said, I was in a relationship for other people. I was never in a relationship for me.
Wow, and you keep saying that, and I'm just sitting.
Because it took for my last relationship for me to be like, wait a minute.
We satisfy other people before we even satisfy
By
ourselves.
ourselves. I want to do this to make them happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You unhappy in a month.
And it wasn't even like I never changed who I was throughout a relationship. If anything, I started off, quiet. Like a lot of people's like, oh, she's quiet, she's real nonchalant, and then it's like, yeah, you wish I was quiet.
That Leo come out.
Yeah, but it wasn't like I would like change me so he would like this more. I'm a tomboy girl. Other than just graying up, I get nails done, but I'm in sneaks all the time. I work for at-risk teams, so I'm always in sneaks. I could dress it up, but my knees hurt. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got that much. I'm always in sticks. But, so when I say I was in a relationship for other people, it wasn't like, well, if I do my hair this way, he'll like it. Or if I gain a little weight or get a little thicker or lose a little weight. It wasn't that. It was more so, it's the part of my mom that my mom's a Pisces. My mom's a people's person. My mom loves people. My mom would have hugged you. And I'm completely opposite. But a part of my mom that I got, we attract people. And I hate these words. I don't like people. People come with too much. And I got my own shit. So people attract. It seems like I can smell your brokenness from a mile of fucking way.
Right.
I don't want it.
I understand.
So it's like I'm with you because you my mom knows everything about me. There's one thing in life I regret. She said, all right, doesn't take that to your grave.
Right.
There's nothing my mom doesn't know about me. I can call my mom about anything, everything. And
Shout out
my
to
mom gives advice. Sometimes you gotta be like, I just want you to listen.
Yeah.
But she's non-judgmental.
Okay.
So my mom knows everything.
Everything. Shout out to
About
mom.
all of
That's
us.
right. That's a good relationship.
About all of us.
We love you, sis.
But that's a part of her that we had, when people attract. And my mom was in my life through everything.
Right.
So my last relationship, he can't remember, he's 10 years older than me. Couldn't remember the last time he heard his mom say, I love you. And I'm like, oh my God.
I couldn't imagine that. My
No.
mom was
So it's like, I'm like, okay, then I need to give that to you. Even though I feel like if I tell you I love you in the morning and at night, that should be enough.
Right.
That should be enough.
Don't love bomb.
But I have to learn that everybody loves differently.
Right.
And my kids taught me that to be more emotionally available.
Yes.
But it's like, you weren't loved, so now I want to love you. You know what I mean? Or you couldn't go talk to your mom, so talk to me.
Right.
Or you ain't never done shit in your life. Let's go do all of this.
Right.
So it was like it just people with it. Like I could see all of your brokenness, and I just felt like that I could fix
I can help you. So you were a fixer.
neglecting my own feelings. What I wanted out of a relationship.
See, as a Pisces sitting
Oh,
at the table,
another Pisces. We got Pisces.
you know what I'm saying?
I did a
Like,
Pisces.
I can identify with that because, you know what I mean? A lot of the things that I do isn't for me.
Oh, well, I'm a Leo.
No, I mean,
But the Pisces is
the
my mom.
trait that you had.
that I got that
You know
from
what I'm
a
saying?
Pisces.
So
But-
being in a monogamous or being in a polygamous relationship is for you.
No, I didn't say that. I mean, I'm
Okay.
open to it. I'm open to it. But it would have to be on even terms.
Gotta be beneficial.
You know what I'm
Or
saying?
it's artificial.
A mutual contract signed between two. Right.
No,
But that's the part of
beneficial for
but that's the point of
everybody
any
involved,
relationship.
not
That's
just,
the
you
point
know
of
what I
any
mean?
relationship.
That's true too.
That's any whether uncle niece. I ain't gotta talk to you.
No.
What am I getting out of this? What are you getting out of this? You know what I mean? So that's any type of relationship.
Right.
You know, with 3 people, 4 people, however many people you choose to bring in, once you have established your own foundation and what works for you two. Now, what are we looking for? Because my taste might be different than your taste.
Right.
Exactly.
Your taste is going to be different than mine. I'm very hot-headed. I'm very stubborn. I will hold a grudge until the day I die. You can deal with that, but can she?
Right.
You know, so you have to, not just what works for you, what works for us.
Yeah.
Even if you just off of looks.
Wow.
I think you're cute. He might think that you're too tall. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so it just, then it boils down. Like, I'm fixing my credit. You fixing your credit?
Hell yeah.
If she
I got a
fixing
680.
hers. Like, if she ain't doing that, then we got to pass on that. You know what I mean? We're looking to elevate. And like I said, like, it might not be a deal breaker for you. My baby's 12. I had a hysterectomy. You better not say nothing to me about the damn baby.
Right. Maybe.
Wait a minute, time out. Well, I'm gonna give you my slogan. Wait, let me give you my slogan. Next time I have a child, be named Mary, Muhammad, or Jesus. Better be a miracle.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so that's like a lot of people look past, like it's not just a sexual thing. Like everybody is like, oh, sex, that's fun. You got this person, that person. I ain't gotta lie about it. I ain't gotta, you know, be behind your back
Right.
cheating.
Intimate.
It's way more. And
You know
even
what?
though I'm not an emotional person, I still have emotions. So now you're dealing with, you know, 2 women. Good thing is I don't have a menstrual, so you ain't gotta worry about me, you know, doing
2
all
on the
that.
same cycle.
Right. But then men
they
also
Go through theirs.
men don't understand. I heard you say that, you know, men aren't emotional. Well, men is out here shooting bitches in the face for saying no.
Right.
So men are emotional. I got my
They do
window
the same
kicked in
thing
because
women
he
do.
couldn't take no from
I didn't
that.
say they weren't emotional. What I was saying was these were super emotional, almost hyper.
They are still super and
But we
hyper
were
emotional.
taught.
bad.
We were
That is
taught.
hyper emotional.
Hold on, check it. As
That's
black
hyper
men-
emotional to shoot somebody because they
No,
don't
check
want
it.
you.
As black men, we were not taught to show emotions. If I sit here and cry, I was like, man, you crazy? But I'm a man, I got emotions. I cry, but I only allow myself to go ahead and be certain emotions around certain people who be able to vibrate on that level that I'm at. Because if I do that, you think I'm weak. Now, exactly.
Right.
So why would I even go ahead and break that barrier? But again, that breaks right back to what they want to do is divide and conquer all this.
But it also depends on who you're breaking down to. I feel as though I can only cry so much because I feel like if I go anything lower than that, I'm no good to nobody. It's not about me being weak. It's just like, will I come
My
back?
cup is empty.
Yeah, well, you
Am I
come back.
gonna come back from it?
But some people don't
Now,
come
if
back.
you're crying to somebody and they say that's weak, they're very immature because I feel like if you cry to me, ooh, our relationship now hit a new level.
Because you felt that
True.
vulnerable enough
Yeah.
to express
Because you
yourself.
feel that.
Yes.
Like you're disconnected, but you're like super connected. That's why you're disconnected.
I think the
It's
first
too much to deal with.
First time my daughter ever seen me cry, they were maybe late 20s, and that's just because of the media. Never seen me ever.
That's crazy.
That's why I say people has to choose who they be around. Everything is about you and what
So
you
you-
choosing to do.
Right, so
Because
what
people's going to do them. You can't change people.
So
you got to worry
we're
about if you want to be
choosing-
part of that or not.
Okay, not saying that this is right or wrong. So we're choosing to display this
Emotional
our poly-
barrier?
No, our poly. We're in poly now. All right, we're in poly now, and we're now. We all. Let me ask you because you were living. Were you all living in the same house?
No. I'm severe OCD, so if my kids didn't live with me, I'd be okay with that. Like, severe, you know what I mean? So, like, a lot of people can't handle.
Okay. You and
Yeah.
you're
And I know it's me. I know it ain't nobody else.
Like, are you walking in your feet is dirty on my
So
phone?
was it, I hate to say it or make it sound like this, but so were you like, was it different days? All right, you come in on every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you here Tuesday, Thursday,
Also,
Saturday.
hey, what's up? Wednesday
I'm
night,
just saying,
Friday?
I
I'm
didn't
just saying.
I'm just trying to be like, cause
So the end goal for my current relationship is to, you know, all live together. He's still on the fence about the whole, like, his legacy. He has no kids, you know. It's like,
Okay.
I ain't got shit to do with it.
right,
You know? And
you could bring another one in and you
no, not no baby. I don't want to live in a house with no baby. I don't have babies. I don't. When I get up and leave, I ain't gotta ask nobody to watch nobody.
Right,
You know? But in the previous relationship, no, we did not live together, and it wasn't like days, you know. It was more so on me because, like, some days I want to be bothered, most days I don't.
So if I let y'all know.
This is tough.
So because I was thinking like, okay, so you were basically his second girlfriend, or were you the main? I'm so sorry.
Well, no, I think
Everybody's supposed to
He
be.
chose you.
It's not, yeah.
He pictures.
Us women just
so you were the
midwife, second wife.
and then
put levels to it like that.
so it was basically like, okay, you moved it, or you
Start
moved
peeling the
up. Y'all
onion.
not right. Y'all not moving in together. However, my house is here. I'm gonna call you when I want you. And she knows that.
It's like a regular
well,
boy.
because it was more than just the sexual thing. You know,
Emotion, yeah, okay.
You know,
emotional.
for her it was more emotional.
Of course.
For me, it wasn't as much, and I say that because I knew that their foundation wasn't solid. So why would I give my all? So at that point, it became fun to me.
Damn, she's Allen Iverson.
Right.
It became,
No, I'm just joking.
I'm supposed to make my team better by practice.
Wow, you got that
it
shit.
became more fun for me
Okay.
than something serious because you know you can read through somebody's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like y'all arguing about like one day I came over, I had a dress on, very rare, but it's hot as shit. had a dress on, and she was like in house clothes or something. She seen me, she went upstairs. That comes in that competition thing.
Yeah.
I'm not competing with nobody because I am not losing nothing from walking away from this. So I'm not competing with nobody. It was a competition.
She should have
for
been
her.
comfortable to keep her own stuff on regardless of what
Right.
you had on because
So
balance.
right.
Yeah.
So it was, you know, so it goes back to that foundation. Like, how are y'all solid? You gotta be, and even with your
And then I guess how long is
salary,
she
like,
gonna last? 'Cause it don't look like it because
yeah, and then it,
She
and then
wanted
it
to
was
get
back
dressed.
into
When she ain't dressed,
even
when I
in
get
that friendship.
Right.
You know, because that was weird. You know, not for me, but I don't want to come around and then
you making her uncomfortable and do things that she
Right.
act out of the ordinary. But she just ain't ready. That's
yeah, and as I said, a lot of people overlook how deep it really is.
Well, you know what? Oh Lord Jesus.
females do that to other females that does to their friends when they go out. You'll see what their friend got on. Like, oh, let me go check that club on shorts.
Yeah.
Because the friend got on
A different vest or whatever. But listen, I agree with. Okay, my mic is going in and out. I'm sure, but I agree with you saying it's deeper than.
Just the sexual
Yeah,
aspect.
definitely. You don't even have to have sex
Not at all.
to be in a polygamous
or in a relationship period.
in general.
Not at all.
Like I felt victim of it, unbeknownst to me. I'm genuinely thinking you're my friend, like you're my girl, you're my homie. You know, we're sitting here. You got a daughter, I got a daughter. We breaking, you
Right.
smoke up lunch, chilling, liquor, you know. Right? And then you know the husband come in and it's a totally different story. Make a long story short. You want me to be a concubine? Oh, no.
I ain't heard that in a minute.
No, I wasn't ready. First of all, I was confused, but how he did it was totally different. That's a different topic for a different day and another story of how he did it because it really pushed my wig back. Right.
Let us to that shit. I told you. I was telling you there was
It
like.
comes, they come to find out
Good
these were
stuff.
Israelites. Okay? Now, I'm telling you, this put a whole different spin because in their mind, when we started our friendship, they already claimed me because they were already trying to train me to be their wife. Me being naive, thinking, oh, they're just friends because my man at the time told me that if I wanted to get married to him, then I needed to have friends around me who were married to change my mindset. That's what he told me.
Damn.
So I ended up finding, listen, I ended up finding a couple, okay? And come to find out that the couple was the Israelite couple who were trying to bring me to concubines. So every time that he and I would have an argument, me thinking I'm going to a married couple
With a friend.
to be in, you know, how they would handle it in a marriage, you know what I mean? And it was totally something different. And then at the end, it was using all that against me to say, come on and be on my team.
Right.
No, I wasn't ready. So this that
Damn.
You was in training.
Like, well, cool, yeah, you could come over.
Right.
Yeah, and I felt obviously emotionally manipulated because I really looked at you like as a friend, but you had a whole ulterior motive.
Oh, right. It's so wild, right?
But now here's the breaker point. I'm so sorry. But here's the kicker though. I appreciated. Hold on. Wait, it gets worse.
I'm ready. When you see my head turn, I was like, oh, I got to hear the clip on this.
But wait, it gets worse. I appreciate that because that was the mind state that I needed to be in.
At that time.
For me, for my essential of my growth. So my ex said, yeah, you got wifey potential in you. However, you don't know how to act. Go find a married couple. Get your mind state as a married couple. So now they put those marriage in my condition to be as well. But then once they came out and was like, yo, I want you to be a concubine, I said, no, never contacted again. Those, they still stick with me though, because I was conditioned. Because like I said, every time me and my bae had an argument, I would go over there and try to talk about it. Now mind you, again, they were Israelites, so we were literally in the Bible, pulling out scriptures. And he pulled up, I think it was Matthew 24:11, I believe, when the ladies, I'm not sure if everybody's biblical or remember it, where the ladies go to, they go on the ride to go to the temple. But they had to have oil in their cans. The ones who were smart enough packed a thing of oil just in case they didn't make it. The ones that weren't smart enough, their lamp went out and they had to go back to get more oil. So the ones that were prepared walked into the temple. So they were basically preparing me for on my spiritual journey and changed my mind state. So I appreciate them for it. However, I'm upset and mad that I allowed myself to get manipulated even to the point where the man could come at me and say what he said to me.
But you needed it to say it at the same time.
Yeah, because I don't always take every situation and get mad about it. Because every
if you learn from it,
learning situation.
Yes.
So you can't say everybody.
It was a part of your journey, so you can
You
appreciate.
didn't take it because you've seen it and you did
Let me ask you a
different.
question though. That relationship with that guy, did it work out?
I'm sorry, which guy? The one that was married?
No, the one that
married
you,
couple?
The one I told
the
you
one
to
you
go.
were dating, the one you were dating
Told
while you
you to
were
go,
being
fast
courted.
and married.
Yeah, that guy.
No.
Okay. And the only reason why I asked, right? The only reason why I asked, because listen, right? I'm in a monogamous relationship right now.
Okay.
Right? And my partner's always like, I gotta hang on to all these friends and all these like people or whatever. And I'm all like, for what? If it didn't work out then, it's not gonna work out now.
Right.
So what are we adding all this extra, right? I don't believe in platonic friends or any of that.
What?
No.
You can have
Beat
platonic
it.
friends.
No,
Of
that's
a
dick in the
different
glass.
sex.
Wait, do you need a
You can.
relationship?
I just don't need them.
No, look, you just accentuated
That means you know you.
reasons why there's no platonic friends. Because you went. I know, but do you see?
Sometimes you need those platonic
But look.
friends to be able to understand what your spouse is telling you.
Right.
You got it, but you know what I'm saying?
Once
Because
you heard the message, it's over.
but
Because
no,
situations like that
no,
occur. Where
it's-
now you're being courted by some Hebrew Israelite couple because you want to have a bunch of extra friends. You goofy
bro.
bitch.
No, bro.
Sit your ass down. Listen.
What you say? Sit your fat ass down.
Sit your friendly ass down.
Man, don't
That
get
type
your
of
Israelites
shit.
the fuck, man.
Sit
That's
down.
how they go. I'm the spirit.
If you love your man, right, and you trust that your man's gonna lead you in the right direction, yo, just follow suit.
My hours
You're gonna
are
run into
from
less issues.
9
if you just-
to 5.
Yeah, but see,
Like-
all right. So I'm gonna be the man to say it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes what our vision doesn't see, theirs does. Sometimes we are, as men, we are what you would consider. We look at through a tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And we are strictly ready and focused on this one particular goal.
That's it.
But we're not understanding what's going on in this, everything that's crumbling around us that might close us in to that tunnel. You know what I'm saying? But not saying, but wait. But see, you gotta know that your bae, your spouse got your back.
Right.
A whole 100%.
Because if you don't, that's trust issues, and you're not going to get that.
Because they'll tell you, because you following them and you trusting in them, but they leading you somewhere totally different than you want to
rabbit
go.
hole.
Because sometimes
Waiting
you have
on
Ray
Alice.
Charles and Stevie
And
Wonder.
that's why
Y'all don't have that same vision.
But that's why. So I remember when someone was in my relationship and was like, my brother was like, you don't know how to, you don't let nobody lead. For that reason, it's not that I won't let you, but I'm gonna ask questions the whole way.
You're supposed to,
Where we
but you're
going?
supposed
I'm
to.
gonna stop.
No, wait.
Wait.
Wait. But you're supposed to ask the questions that you need to
But
ask.
if you ask most
What?
men, I'm not gonna say every, but if you ask most men, shut up and sit down. Wait a minute.
No.
It's a misconstrued.
No,
That-
it's not misconstrued.
It's okay to ask questions, but I didn't ask you to be a backseat driver.
No, I'm not saying I want to drive, but I need to make
No.
sure because what happened is your vision is not mine.
No, but see, but
then I need to get up on out of here.
Right.
And then you
But-
only can do so by asking questions, not you shutting me down, saying I don't need a backseat driver. Well,
But
wait a
no,
minute,
but
we
see,
need
I'll
to
even
know
take it a
if
step
people the
further.
same way.
I'll take it a step further. What if I have to handle this part of the vision and then another part of the
Long
vision
as you
comes, but I need
communicate it. Long as you
you to
communicate
handle it.
As
Right.
long as you communicate it.
I need but see, first of all, I gotta have somebody that I know can take care of everything I need taken care
So
of
you need all
without
the-
me
so-
being
so
there.
you need all the
But
box checks.
to understand,
So you need
no,
all the box
wait. No. Listen. It's not about checking the box. It's about having our best interests at heart. And if I'm handling one part of our best interests and another problem comes along, I need you to be able to be focused enough to take care of that. And if you're unsure about it, call me and get the clarity so I can put you through it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you work as a team. That's what a relationship is.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
You need somebody to
Hold on. Look.
Hey, how
Now
it
look,
work?
when you on that path, right?
See, that's how it works.
You on that path with a man, and he's like, look, this is the plan I got. Most of the time, a man gonna tell you, this is what I'm trying to do. This is how I'm trying to do it. This is where you fit. Men don't blindly lead.
Smoke.
Men. I'm not saying boys. I'm not saying boys. I'm saying men.
Okay, all right.
Men,
All right.
not boys.
Yeah.
Men will tell you, yo, I told my girl I'm trying to be an entertainer. I'm trying to be a world-class entertainer. So certain moves, certain shit not gonna work for me.
Right.
You can't be too friendly and shit like that because that could turn into
Wait.
right? So she agreed though, she agreed. So the second anything goes off of that course and I go, yo, she has to be able to accept redirection at that point. Where a lot of females will agree. Because the nigga money right, his credit right, he look right. No, his morals will be on point. It don't matter about his morals. She's agreeing to what it is.
You said it best. Step by step, book with it.
You know what I'm saying? If we're on this path together, right? And I'm giving you the leadership, and at some point that question comes up, right? Because that question comes up. Where we going? Well, why don't we go? Wait, hold up. That's not even in line with the vision. But now there's an emotional response to what I'm telling you the vision was already set to be.
Well, then she just didn't care.
She didn't care, and
Thank
she
you.
was.
Now
she's
here
not
we
the
go.
right
Back
person.
to that.
She's
Back to
not
that
the right
emotional
person
She never
that is
trusted
supposed to go with you on
She
that
never
journey.
trusted you.
That's
Because
what
if
you gotta look at
You
it.
tell me we taking Route 28.
But when you leave, she ain't
All
gonna
right,
let that
cool.
shit go.
We taking Route
She ain't got a
28.
choice because at the end
Now,
of the day,
when we come to a something construction something, whatever, and you say we're gonna hook this right. Okay, we're gonna ride, right? I'm gonna ride it out.
But wait.
Till we get somewhere. It don't matter if I thought, no, you should have went left. I'm gonna go ahead and be quiet
You know what she
because I'm gonna
said?
let you go ahead.
Hold on.
And
You know what
take
she
it.
said?
Because then when you need me,
Hold on,
I'm gonna be
though.
like, babe,
Pull up that little cup.
let's
You know
go
what she
ahead
said?
and go back and then make this left.
But you know what you said? You said thought. Not feel. She said thought.
I'm not
That's
like my
respectable.
emotions have
Yeah,
never
when she
gotten
felt and she
involved.
didn't do it, she allowed him to do what he said the goal was, just to see the outcome.
Because
and if it don't work, she had a
she
blueprint.
thought.
So, but
Not
you know
felt.
what
She
my
didn't
mind
she didn't answer to the route going off
Because
course
I'm the type
with an
that
emotional
actually try
response.
to think that I'm preparing for
So-
us.
so-
That's an emotional response in a lot of
so wait a minute.
But sometimes by me doing that, it creates an issue. You're not
Right.
letting me do
Because
this.
you-
Well, here I am.
No,
I'm
no,
your co-pilot,
But
right?
so
what
wait,
I've
They gonna wrap right into a point. They wrap
with
right
men,
into it.
I'm sorry.
what I've learned with men, and this is just off my experience, and having a lot of brothers and male friends, and you know, what I've learned is they don't want to hear. You know, a lot of women like to say this. I was right. You might as well just go ahead and say I was right. Don't matter who's right or wrong.
I don't
He
have
got to
a.
take that course. Allow him to take that course, and when he's wrong, you don't say you were wrong. You just, oh, hey, babe, see the
Show
sign.
him
So,
direction.
so
It's
wait,
sad.
so wait.
You know what I mean? You
Just
have to
redirect,
allow
bro.
it. But a lot of people, in order to learn, you got to make that mistake.
Right.
Right?
Absolutely.
And he don't he doesn't need to hear that he was wrong or he should have went this
I
way.
felt that so
Okay,
much.
see, that's
bro.
my
I felt
thing.
it. I
And you
felt
know
it,
what?
bro.
I
I
had
felt
to,
it.
I had to adjust that because in my eyes, I was keeping real. No, that was wrong.
And I'm a person who I don't like to beat around the bush.
It comes
You
off
know what I
as
mean?
bad.
Like,
Yeah,
look,
you
no, you do it anyway because I already know.
Wait.
I've been on this word already.
Yes. So why can't you
Because he told you to sit the hell down. That's
So again, my question is,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, baby.
doesn't
Go ahead,
it,
body.
doesn't it all boil down to how much you trust your spouse?
And that's why you allow him to go
Yeah.
ahead. and
Because
go
if you know,
the
all
wrong way.
right, so going into a relationship, you have to go into it learning things.
Correct.
So with that being said, whatever route that y'all take, y'all are learning that together. Maybe you might be the person with the map, but you might be the person with the GPS.
Hold on, let's take it one step
You know
further.
what I'm saying?
Or the person who was
Let's take it
last
one
on
step
that
further.
road with.
Hold on, one step
Basically,
further.
you did the research that I didn't get to do.
One
You know
step
what I'm
further.
saying?
Hold on, one step further. How much do you trust yourself?
Right.
Because if you chose this person to be with, and you know that they're supposed to lead based off of the role set,
You know, you picked the
I
right
trust
person.
you. to do you.
Right,
I trust
but
you
at
to
the
do you.
same time, though, again,
Or even another
and the
law.
tunnel vision factor, because we're so worried about getting there, or is what it's going to take to get there. They're worried about, okay, well, nigga, do we got the snacks? Do we got the drinks?
Yes,
Do we got the,
yes.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm playing my motherfucking position.
so
and I
I-
said respect. We roll.
Right, so you gotta understand when it comes down to it, it's a 50-50. Yeah, we're the main, we call us the engine, right?
Okay.
But without the transmission, bro, woman is the transmission.
I said
Look at it like that, because they'll change the gears on you. Sometimes you gotta speed up and get your shit together. Sometimes you gotta learn when to relax and let them
Now wait.
just do them.
if we're gonna put it in them terms, if I'm not applying that amount of gas pressure, then it ain't gonna change to them gears yet. And that's what females be fucking up at.
But see, the
Oh,
gas is
that's what
the
females
gas is y'all's energy.
Right.
Because if y'all don't have the energy,
Talk about it.
guess what?
And it's
None of it's gonna
energy.
work.
It's reciprocal
Now wait.
energy. It's reciprocal.
Now we're talking on we're talking on how
That's all them demons from them polys that's coming up.
this is interpersonal communication that we're relying on in order to power this vehicle that we call a relationship at the end of the day, right? So if I'm driving, right, and I'm applying this amount of gas, right, I'm the engine driving this joint. I have the direction set to where we're going, and I know the amount of pressure that I need from you to add to the situation.
70 miles an hour.
And if you add anything extra, if it goes over 4,000 or 5,000 RPM, boom, the engine is done.
Right.
I'm not applying that much pressure. I'm telling you how much pressure I'm adding. All you have to do is follow suit.
But
Where I
that
feel like-
goes-
where I
but
feel
that
like-
goes back to her not caring or wanting to do it her way. Because if you're,
Emotional
if
intelligence
you're saying, if
is
you
caring.
are communicating, if it is being communicated to me, this is the speed we
This is the
want.
blueprint.
Right. That's what we're going
Of course, we're not going to say that things can't happen, but we ain't got there yet. So we're not worried about what we think we already know that up here is already blocked
Okay.
off. We ain't talking. We ain't there yet.
Right.
We ain't get to the bridge, so you can't cross it. So that goes to I don't give a fuck or I don't trust whatever he's saying. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna go to sleep in the car.
Yes!
me, because we done got to that roadblock, then it's my turn to play my part.
And this goes, now see, you're a very emotional, intelligent woman. But the average man is not dealing with a woman with that level of emotional intelligence. So
Oh, they're dealing with potential. Like,
right now I'm building my potential,
That's
right?
what most women is dealing with potential.
but now, right? But now I have to cater to her not having that level of emotional intelligence, right? I have to cater to that.
It's just like
I can't cater to that with saying, oh, she's not good enough, so I'm gonna just lead a bitch, right?
Well, no, because you didn't.
That's wrong. Right. But look, I've already explained to her what I need her to do.
So then take
Why do you
the
think you know she
Hold
ain't
on,
on your
listen,
checkpoint?
If she's not meeting all the checks,
because if I don't teach her, so with y'all logic, right? You got all that potential, right? You got all that potential. You only not checking not 2 boxes. I'm supposed to just leave you, say fuck you because you're not checking 2 boxes, or can I be patient? I'm not being greedy. I still need to drive this car. I still need the gas.
You share your own gas, like she should know how to love her own
I already had my own gas.
Well, then why you
I need
ain't
her.
bitch?
All I need her to
What
be
you
is
did
the
nothing.
proper
Sorry,
transmission
people.
Why you
fluid.
think that's a female?
Question.
Unfortunately,
That's a
she's
female.
not.
Hold on 1 second.
Let's
You better drive on
decompress.
Eco.
What you
What?
Go get another gas.
Look, that's what I'm doing. I'm driving on Eco. I grabbed
You
another
cannot
chick.
if you
I
got
grabbed
another
another
bitch.
chick.
Your main girlfriend know that you're seeing other
Now
people.
see,
Right, that's the key.
now that's where the depth
Tell
comes
her.
into play.
Tell her and see what she said.
Now look, I've been on both sides. I've been on the side where I had a female who knew I was fucking with other females, and I had a side where this female didn't know I was fucking with other females, right?
That's life.
And that's just life. It just depends on where you at in the game.
No,
I can't. I'm not gonna. Listen.
Yes.
What you're doing and you are being lying.
Listen,
You're lying
listen.
and being sneaky.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
Let's be real.
Can females truly, honestly handle the truth?
Majority no.
Yes.
Thank you.
Majority no.
No, but listen, I was
But don't take advantage of her.
I'm giving her a chance.
Don't give her a chance. Let her go on with her life and find a man that will deal with her without hurting her.
Okay.
So you're not going to
Hold on.
You said that.
I'm gonna finish, right?
Okay.
With that logic,
That
right?
creates damaged
Hold on.
women that you talk about.
Listen, right.
And you wonder why they
Hold on.
can't check
Hold on.
Okay,
Now
hold on.
look.
Let
Now
him speak
look.
his piece.
Now
Let him
look.
speak his
Right.
piece. Go ahead.
We was talking about earlier. It'll be 3 females. It'll be 3 females go out, right? 2 of the females fire as fuck, dressed to impress. And her one friend, she don't really got it all together, right? Now there's 2 ways that her 2 friends can handle this situation, right? Her 2 friends can go, oh girl, you know, you cute as hell for real, but
not friends.
if you hold on. You cute as hell for real, but if you just did that a little different, you'd probably be alright. Or them 2 bitches could go, bitch, don't you ever put that shit on ever again.
Yes,
Right?
I want them
Now-
friends.
now-
What if she likes that?
I want them
Hold
to
on,
know. Let me talk to you because your
hold on.
outfit's
Now
clever.
wait,
But
now
if she
listen.
likes
Now
that, then you
listen.
really don't
Now
know
listen,
your
hold on. Now
You
hold
don't
on.
know your friend if you say don't
Now
know
hold
that
on.
bitch.
Now you
You
could be
don't
in a
know my
relationship.
style.
You could be in a relationship. You and a female, y'all together, whatever.
it-
Hold on, right? And I tell her, you know what? It's not you, it's me.
That's why.
Hold on, it's not you, it's me.
That's what we
Right?
see.
It's not you, it's me, right? So she fucked up. And she's gonna go into the next relationship fucked up the same way because it's not you, it's
But how
me.
you know that
Right?
that-
Or I can tell that bitch, yo, you's weak as fuck. You're not doing XYZ, this, and this, but I'm wrong as a man. I'm wrong as a man. But what's gonna gain the results? What's gonna get the results? Me saying it's not
Not
you, it's
you
me,
talking down to
or me
her,
telling
not
her
you
you's a
taking
piece of shit ass
advantage of
bitch,
her.
you need to fix that. So then she fixes that for the next situation.
No, that can damage her. What do you mean?
it's-
That can
She's
make her
already damaged.
insecure. So you don't even
All right, so
What serves her?
let's
What
start
makes
with
her a
this.
better woman
Let's-
after you're done with her.
If I
Let's
tell
do
her,
it.
if I tell her,
A woman after you're done, you are not conducive to her whole being.
I got you. So what? Like you got to look
And
at
you
it like
spoke
this,
with
bro.
conviction.
Are you going to? All right. So are you going to let a woman? All right. Just say you didn't know. You didn't know this girl. She ain't dressed off. You know, fly, whatever. but you didn't know that she's a millionaire.
There's that.
It's fine.
Never know who you're entertaining.
Hold on, wait. And you talking to her and you talk to her like that. You ain't doing this. You're not doing that. You're not doing this, and you making her feel this big. You're tearing that woman down, bro. That should not make you feel more of a man. That should really make you like.
Whoa, time out.
Cause wait. That's how it rubs off on women, yo.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm being
Vice
honest.
versa.
So now even
There's
even
no
as a
care-
man,
there's
but
no
wait.
care when it's the man
But
that
wait.
he's getting toward that way.
Hold on, wait. I didn't
But he
say.
has to hold himself accountable
I
and
did
improve.
not say that the role reversal made it any better, because guess what? She's tearing a strong black man down to next to nothing. So
And
what
then
good are you to
Hold
the
on.
next person
Now,
if you decide you're gonna go?
We're men, right? We're men, right?
That don't change the
Hold
fact
on.
that we can
Hold
be
on.
broke down.
Nah.
Right.
But when you're broken down, you have a way to build yourself back
No.
up.
everybody does.
We
No.
as men,
A lot of people,
as
a
men,
lot of black men.
Let's we got one voice at one time. Let's take a deep breath.
There's a lot of black men that can't deal with rejection and hurt. And
I
they
cannot.
lash out, and our prison system right now is filled with a bunch of niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it like that, but that's the truth. But it's a lot of niggas because they couldn't handle the emotional aspect of what they were feeling. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, y'all women, y'all do little dumb things that you know is going to escalate the situation. And then when it finally blows up in your face, you want to be the victim. That cannot be okay either. Because guess what you're doing? You're enabling that man and turning that man to a monster, and you're creating that monster, and you're wondering why he doesn't want to listen to you. He doesn't want to talk to you. He doesn't want to be around you, and has a reason to find a side bitch.
So
You understand what I'm
let her
saying?
go.
But no. Wait. But that does not change the fact that you can't change as a person if you choose to be the woman that I fell in love with in the first
And that
place.
man need to change too, and get his emotions in
But-
control, and not allow her to dictate
But
them. So they
wait.
both need to feel
So you gotta understand how to go about it. You as a man being able to speak to your woman and say, babe, okay, you notice your babe ain't fly like you want her to be. You as a man should say, okay, well, I'm gonna go shopping for you, babe, and I'm gonna dress you the way I wanna see you. And guess what? 90% of the time, women are like, damn, well, that nigga is trying to get me like, that's fucking right. I'm gonna dress like you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
We're talking about clothes. Hold on.
No.
That's apples to oranges. We're talking about clothes versus what you need to do as an individual, as a woman, to be a better woman. If I tell this woman,
Wait, listen. Even with that being said, maybe she's so broken, and her appearance could change her whole fucking
And it
mindset. I'm
does.
sorry, Facebook, but it can change. That's like us going to the barbershop. I'm personally, I can't stand having a whole bunch of hair on my face, and women always say, "Oh, you look so good with all that hair on your face. Just get it shaped." No, that's not me. I feel better with my, little young face. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That makes me feel better.
And you're absolutely
So-
right, because even if, like, it's a situation, I mean, we all go through bad relationships, but if it was a situation like that, it's like, well, maybe if I get myself together. All right, today I'll put makeup on. Oh, shit, it makes you feel
You start building your
better. It starts to
self-esteem.
build your confidence up. Or whatever.
If you look good,
I completely agree with all of that. But when you're dealing with a man and a man's telling you that your actions don't match up to being a wife, and then he corrects that and tells you how you can do things differently, and you're being contrarian to that vibe, how is a man supposed? Now, mind you, you're a broken woman and you're weak and all this, so I'm trying to be patient. But how patient am I supposed to be when I need these boxes checked?
All right. Well, if
So,
you
and I-
wait. So you're putting a time limit on what y'all are supposed to be
So you
building
need to heal
together.
us.
How am I gonna get you? But look,
Right.
how am I gonna get you to heal
Why don't you
if I
just
don't
say
spend
it
that
out?
time?
You can't, but see, that's the thing.
But why don't
She
you just
has
say
to
it
want to
out?
heal herself.
But that's wait.
You cannot.
Wait.
You cannot heal me.
Right.
Like it's my like you can't. You are a bonus to me already making
Wait,
myself happy.
pineapples.
You know, like you can't make me happy. You just add to that.
Yes.
You
'Cause
just
I already
told
put
us.
to you
Time
complete.
out.
But just
Time out.
compliment me.
Time out.
You better
Right.
talk
Time
about
out.
it, baby.
Time out.
Time
You
out.
just told me that you was in many relationships in your lifetime to heal the people that were broken.
She didn't say
Wait,
that.
whoa.
She
It ain't work.
Wait,
It didn't work. Because they still broken him.
But listen, hold on. I made that point. I made that point to say. I made that point to say.
But
Hold on, listen. I made that point to say that you understood what it took to be a supporting role in the situation for it to work.
Yeah, supportive. But
All
I
right,
was
so
there
now,
for
what
a
was the
reason
aftermath
and
of that?
a season.
Yeah.
I realized that was not a long-term
What-
situation.
what was the aftermath
I
of
knew
it?
that
But you
going
still
into that.
understood. But you still understood.
You end
that
up,
are
you
supposed
pour
to play a
into
supporting
everybody
role.
else's cup,
Yeah.
and then and
But-
now what you gonna do? Because everybody else is good, and they off on their own doing their own thing. Now you gotta get about the mud.
Now listen, if you chose this person, you chose this man, and you approached it with her mentality of being a supporting role to what he was trying to do, I'm almost certain every time, 10 times out of 10, it's gonna work out. Maybe there'll be one outlier set, but
But
it
you
don't.
want to
Alright,
know
so-
something?
so-
Wait a minute. You said you had this woman, she only hit a few boxes.
Right.
So you went over here, right?
Right.
So
Because she didn't fit in that supportive cast that you was offering, checking all the boxes. You would have been a lady that checked all the boxes
Well, I know
because
I know.
because of your emotional
I'm gonna
intelligence.
talk back.
Wait.
No, I get what you're saying. But so I guess my point is, me going into these relationships with these people, I knew I was not meant for one person. So I already knew that if you wasn't open to, we wasn't gonna last, right? And like I said, I got a part of my mom that I absolutely hate. Not by choice do I want to take all your energy. But my mother, for some reason, that it'd be like, just go ahead, baby, and take them. You know, come to me, like God said, as you are.
Wow.
You know, so I had
Big
the
Pisces energy.
I had the patience, or maybe I thought I did. That's why I took it on.
Right.
You know,
You don't
and I don't put time limits on nobody.
Right.
You know, of when you should heal, because I'm healing from shit that happened
Every
when I
day.
was goddamn
You better
poor.
talk about it. Hit the button.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Rome was
I
not built
did
in
put-
one
I
day.
did put a time
Period.
limit on it, but for me stepping out didn't have to do because they missed this box and that box and that box.
was your own
and that-
personal
It was my
gratification?
own. It was not because you didn't meet these 4 expectations I had. You're saying you stepped out because they did not meet these 4. No, like I said, my ex-husband hit every damn box up and down and could do it several times.
Damn.
I did it because I wanted to.
Yes.
We all
He
make
worked,
choices in life.
he worked 7 days a week. Oh, well, 6 days. On the day he had off, and I didn't work. He was old school, you know. I hated that shit. But, you know, be a stay-at-home mom, I tried it, it didn't work. But be a stay-at-home mom. So that day he had off, I'm waking up at 12. Wait a minute. Ain't he supposed to be waking up at 12? And I'm already up with breakfast on the table, kids. No. Shopping, we did that together. Folding clothes, I hate the way we fold, but we did that together. You know what I mean? Like everything was together. I ain't have shit to do with him. He hit every box and I still did what I wanted to do. Wow.
See, this is the funniest thing about what you're saying, and in reference to men and women. You can do whatever you want to do because that's what you chose to do.
That's the
Now
freedom.
listen, that's the freedom. Now,
Come on, free.
Now,
Fredo.
when when we say that to women, the first question is, why would you do that? Why can't?
I agree 100%. You know, the
Why?
Drop the fucking ball.
It's bigger than that though. But it's bigger than just that.
Because
You
like you
can-
said, it goes back to the emotion and you not being comfortable with yourself. Because whenever I found out he cheated on me, it was not, oh wait, I did gain a little bit of weight. Or I do nag too much. It was none of that.
No,
It
you
was not
you
the one
thought
that I think
you're
about
thinking
me.
on a man's level. So let's put it out there like that then.
Okay.
since that you think on a man's level and you can just fuck for, you know, whatever reason it is that you chose that it was going to be, why is it so hard for other women to accept that fact that it has nothing to do with, you know, emotions and loving, not loving you? It's just the fact that I just chose that I wanted to do this.
Okay, so
it's my life. I want to.
For me, as emotional as my mom is, she's a realist. She's logical. She cry all day, every day.
Pisces, big
she
Pisces
cry
energy.
all day, every day. But baby, let me tell you. One, let's just say everybody has their soulmate. Don't mean you gotta be with them.
Exactly.
Right. So that's a piece of it. But she's also like, this is, you know, relationship. You're gonna give, you're gonna take. You know, you're gonna get hurt. You're either gonna stay with that person, or you're gonna leave that person. Right. My mom always told me, you don't search through nobody's shit, because what you prepared to do.
Exactly.
Shit.
Right? Like, what are you prepared to do?
I've heard those words,
and if
but
you are gonna go, but if you're gonna go through your stuff,
you don't trust them to begin with.
you got to, but it's like, what, now you're just crying, but you're still with it.
You're still with it.
You know what I mean? So my mom I would say, kind of prepared me for those type of things. You know what I mean?
Like, are you gonna look and see something and leave, or are you gonna look, see something and stay? It's the same as not seeing and staying.
See, I had some great OG women in my life that taught me a lot of great things. You know what I'm saying? See, like my aunt, for instance, God rest her soul, my Aunt Joyce. She woke up one morning and just decided to leave her husband. Nothing wrong with the relationship. None of that shit. But the logic behind it was she didn't want to be married no more. It's not that she didn't love her husband and it wasn't a good marriage. It was just the fact that
she literally woke up one day and didn't want to be married anymore.
Now, how you ask me if we live together, there's days I want to deal with you and there's days that I don't.
Right.
It ain't got shit
I mean, can I have some space for a moment?
You can have some space.
But Sometimes
I don't want to come back.
in life, relationships, friendships run their course. Sometimes that's just like
forever.
you can wake up you could go to sleep with one mindset and wake up with a totally different mindset and want to do things differently.
You fuck with me.
It's Seinfeld.
But see,
Seinfeld is the best TV show ever, and then one day he was like, I don't even want to do this no more. See you guys.
But you have to respect. He don't want to
But you got
He's trying to figure out
some chapters
just
and they stayed the best of friends though. They came to the realization that okay, this isn't what it is. This isn't what you want. Okay, I'll give you your piece.
See, me and my ex-husband are friends.
But we're not going to. They didn't hate each other. They still bold in the same. They still they were still like this. But she just didn't want that title anymore. You know what I mean? And if you are a realist, if that's how you feel, that's just I can't stop how you feel. So me as a person, I'm gonna give that to you. This is your life. You are individual. You gotta live your life the way you live it. You came into this world by yourself. You're gonna go by yourself.
But if that's the case, you better tell me that that's the kind of situation that I'm walking into.
But you don't know that.
How do you know? Oh, 20 years from now, I'm just going to not want to
you never had I'm not a religious person. I'm not a religious person. I'm spiritual. If that makes any sense.
Oh yeah, I'm spiritual.
So with me, you have a spiritual awakening. The first one that I remember having was when I turned 21. The best one was when I just turned 30 8 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It put me onto a whole new wavelength of where I wanted my life to go. When I was 21, it was, oh yeah, I'm going to tear these streets up now, nigga. Like, I'm going to wreak havoc on everything. But at 30, it's like, yo,
different mindset.
I done did all of this reckless everything.
Did you do poly and cheating and it's like, no, I'm just playing.
That's what life is to me.
See, See, I'm a part of the good penis community. We don't get threesomes, so I have yet to.
That's a lie.
Damn, I swear.
You never had a threesome?
What? It's not by choice, but I'm just saying.
Oh, what happened to free will?
No, hold on, wait. No, wait. Listen.
He said never by choice. If he was off one, he would have
To
got
be
it.
perfectly honest, wait.
That threesome decision is on a woman.
Wait, exactly.
Yes.
Wait.
If he ain't been with somebody who was.
Wait, listen. No. He perfectly honest. No,
They say we got free will, it's a dud.
no, because you're not
You have free
understanding
will
the
to get it.
situation. Let me give you the situation. It's not about the free will. It's about
Free women?
what she said. Cause listen, you're all right. First of all, from just logically speaking, it's not going to go well if the two women are not attracted to each other.
Right.
So at that point, everything falls on her. Yeah, the conversation always comes up. Oh yeah, you ain't never had no threesome. I'm gonna give you your first threesome. But then that first time you give it to her, just her, she don't want to share no more. That whole thought process went out her fucking. So I'm not gonna watch you. It goes. I am not going to watch you do what you just did to me to somebody else.
You ain't gonna fuck up my shit.
No.
I can just leave me out and I
It's a whole lot that goes into Paul. You know, the whole.
How you leave me out?
You're sharing your partner with anyone in general. You know, whether it's just a threesome or you're bringing someone in.
But-
And I say that because, like, my favorite position, sorry, doggy, right? I don't want my man having sex with nobody like that. Excuse me, with nobody like that. And that's how I thought about it, you know. And I'm like, wait, how the hell would this ever work? Like, this would never work. Like, I have to be okay with the fact that my man is even allowing me to be with another woman, you know, and I'm okay with him being with another woman. But we're doing this together. I have to literally be like, you know what? I have to, you know.
You have to watch
And I'm
think-
turned on by seeing my man with another woman.
I think it's a more intimate situation when you do it in a relationship versus, you know what I'm saying? It's just your girl. Like if you're married and y'all into that type of thing, I think it's way more intimate than that. You know what I'm saying?
Right here, you don't even gotta touch me because seeing my man please another woman, or you know, seeing him be pleased.
All right, but so let me ask though. So you're in the middle of the situation. Is old girl? I mean, she doing whatever she doing to you, obviously. But she's seeing how you reacted to you getting, you know what I'm saying? You think she ain't gonna want none of that too? I'm just saying.
Say that again.
I'm saying.
Because I can't hear you.
I'm saying. So she's you know doing what she's doing to you or him, whatever in the situation. Do you not think that she don't want to get her back broke the way he's doing it to you?
And you missed what I said. I'm very turned on by seeing my man being pleased or pleasing another woman. So for me, that
But I mean, I'm just saying. But it has
So for the correlation, this is gonna be fucking devastating.
Everybody's different.
We got to break the time down. Come out.
We gotta break the time down.
We at 10:30. We all feel like yeah.
And so I do want to ask some of these questions, and we got to be out of here soon.
Yeah.
So everybody
My
grab a
stomach
question.
kicking my back.
The hashtag. Shit.
Are you want to flip the card?
It's not happening over here. Don't ask for that shit over here. I'm gonna tell you that. You got one time a month.
I'm gonna just say in closing.
Oh, this is some bullshit.
She said you got to be quiet.
Alright, go ahead. Fredo, so she was the guest today. Please go ahead. We up here now playing Ace Metaphor tonight, the top card game that you do see on YouTube, TikTok, all that. We do not own rights to schmiz it up in here, okay? Go ahead, Fredo. Go ahead and ask your question, baby.
What are you most afraid of and why? Am I supposed to answer this?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a relationship.
that's all related to a relationship.
Yeah, because
I'll be
these are
real.
relationships.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
back in your card.
I've already
and
faced it.
if you have this card like this, that's a couple card. So it's like a couple question.
But you go ahead and switch it out.
I've already faced this.
Well, he ain't here, so I can't answer, right?
The thing I was most afraid of, I used to be afraid of this, is like the idea of watching my chick get plowed by another dude. And then I had an orgy, and then it was like, that's it.
What was the
Face
question?
my fears. I'm a type of person, I faced all my fears. I jumped out of an airplane.
And you say, I don't like it, I ain't going back.
Yeah, right.
No,
So-
I'm just afraid of getting kidnapped like Jigsaw. My nigga could be Jigsaw type shit, and I wake up and I'm like, what's your favorite, whatever. Oh,
Yeah,
hell,
no.
would you like to play
I was
a game?
most afraid.
No, I did not sign up for
I'm
this
be real.
shit.
I was most afraid of watching my chick get, like, mentally, the image of her getting plowed by another dude. Then I had an orgy, and I was like, all right,
Oh,
that's that.
that's that. Oh, I can't take it. I can't. But
keeping
y'all
it
the
real.
best of it. What's your question?
My
Gotta
question
face your
is,
fears.
if you could email your younger self, what would be in the subject line?
I'll have a break loose. What would be
Untag
your
this
subject line?
beat.
Would you say take this weed?
Untag this beat.
Untangle this weed?
Untag this beat.
Oh, tag this beat.
Hey, yo, funny as hell. I don't know. I would have to say, focus. Focus. Like, you know what I mean? Because like there was a period in my life where I was just like not focused.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was just doing too much. So
You be doing too much.
I was doing too much. I was doing way too much.
What's your question?
You found out that your significant other has been communicating with the ex. Would this bother you to explain?
Oh my God,
So
that's not fair.
I feel as though if I did not know, it's a problem.
Absolutely.
Not, I don't care about the other person. It's just the fact that you didn't tell me.
So therefore, you made it look like something that it was not.
Right.
Being a liar.
You should have told me.
Right.
Scarce
Now,
like-
if I knew about it, you know what I mean, or if I knew about this ex, you know what I mean, then that would be totally okay.
So just in full disclosure of what I thought I heard, you know, I'm a little high. You know what I'm saying? But if you found your ex snorting cocaine, like, wait a minute. I thought that's where that was going. I'm like,
Yeah, nigga, do you know I can see?
what? Hell no.
Get in on that. No.
Immediate. Hey, yo, there is going to be ejectocito in every wall. Like,
I don't know. I might say share.
nah,
What's your
bro,
question,
I'm good on that.
Fresh raw explicit designer drugs only.
Wait, what? How you get 3 calls?
Because, well, the first one I picked up was, what's your biggest dream and how can I help you make it a reality? I don't know if you be talking to me because I know that I got multiple personalities and some shit.
Yeah.
See me like,
Oh, fucked up.
say that.
It's like, yeah, we're talking to Lisa.
What personality are you right now?
But, so I don't know. But then I got, what song would you say best describe your sexual prowess?
My neck.
Yeah.
Wait. No. I'm going with Dina Howard, Freaking the Night. Wait. To the morning as we lay.
Trying to need to, I can't say to watch you. It's the wrong thing to do.
Took my car.
Tell me about the worst date ever. I'm the worst date you ever experienced. I never went on a date that somebody would give me.
Oh, no doubt about that.
So
That
you
would've been the worst
you've
part.
had great dates?
Yo, I can tell y'all that day I was so
Food good every day.
mad. We went to the Yokoso restaurant down in New Orleans.
I like your Koso though.
And so do I. That's why I was so mad. I was like, "What?" I was just mad. All right, so we in there or whatever, and he's like, yo, I want my bro to be the cook. I want my bro to be the cook. I'm like, oh, this brother's about to hook that eye. You know what I mean? I'm sitting there.
He was a nigga.
So, yeah.
Oh.
So, wait, it gets worse. Look.
You should have asked him to make some motherfucking ribs or something.
So his stuff, and you're asking everybody at the table, like, you know, how you want your meat or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so we got a little variety at the table, and they're like, yeah, pink, well done, pink, well done. They come to my day.
The only thing I like pink in the middle is
Swear to God. Set that on the thing. Come on. I'm waiting this first.
Wow.
So the chef is cooking, and now he's on the lobster. He's so like flabbergasted with what the dude just said, his bro just said, and he ended up putting lobster on the dude that was allergic to seafood.
No pussy tonight.
I did.
But wait, it gets worse during this chaos. Everybody's cracking up laughing as the dude's like, yo, this is lobster, I'm allergic. He knocks over the other way. I'm on the date. I'm like, I'm gonna just go hit the bathroom right now because I'm really embarrassed. I just hit the bathroom and just, you know, slide out the back or whatever. I got this big ass hat on. I had this big kung fu hat on. I had like the door on. So they gonna see me coming. No, I'm gonna take this off and leave. But no, I ain't end up leaving, but I definitely did block after I got done with it. Like, there was no potential in that. Like, you didn't even have to say that at the table.
Right,
you know,
right.
on a first date.
Well, he shows you he
It really was. Like,
okay,
you worked for me, but thank you anyway. You know what? I'm just nice you just
It only
split
cost
the
you
bill.
one day to get rid of a bum.
Like, I was like, oh, well, where did this worse? What was your question, True?
He was in his mind thinking, I'm gonna just get his get his good seafood to somebody else.
I can't believe he said that. And the dude was like,
Yo, it's lobster! I'm allergic! It's funny as hell, I'm sorry.
And he probably told his homie in advance, like, yeah, I'm about to bring this shorty through, bro. You gotta hook this joint up.
I just all the time like, yeah, we like cook this stuff, I'm gonna get all the rice, I'm gonna get extra flat.
Hey yo, at least you didn't catch the meat with his mouth with the
If he did that, I didn't like to know that. You saw him out the door.
How you do catch a meat at the table? I'm just saying.
I catch it every time. I didn't know that was wrong.
Yeah,
I get
exactly.
the sake, 10
That's my whole
seconds, I
thing.
be drunk as fuck.
Yeah. Hey yo, I'm telling you, let one of them
I
sous
didn't know
chefs
it
do
was
that.
wrong. I
Hey
thought I
yo,
was practicing dexterity or something.
no.
No, you was just letting another man drive the boat.
It was a vegetable though.
What's your,
No meat, only a vegetable.
Right, you got that.
I was trying to catch a virgin.
we both got the sex questions.
What time of day is your sex drive the highest? As soon as I wake up in the morning, I'm saluting the flag. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that.
First thing in the morning. That's the fastest shot I've given in the day. The morning draw is the fastest shot.
Check it.
Anytime of the day, straight. I am telling
Put
you,
up.
doing blunt.
I gotta find my baby, gotta hold her tight, looking for the afternoon delight.
All right, y'all. Well, listen, that concludes our episode 7 of the podcast. It was a 2-hour special. Hopefully, we gave you that's all right. So listen, check it out. Check us out on YouTube. It's going to be on there. We greatly appreciate all the love and support. Thank you guys for coming out. We ended it out.
You know, out loud.
Connection.
I'm gonna take my shades off. You make a